Hello, my name is Ralf Friedrichs. I'm an addiction recovery coach and the host of the Take Your Life Back Today show. As an addiction recovery coach, I want to share something with you, and let me be crystal clear to leave an everlasting impact upon you. Just imagine being buried alive. You're in a coffin, but you know you're not dead. You don't know how to get out of that coffin, so you start trying to lift the lid, but the enormous weight upon the lid prevents you from doing that. You just think you're going to die. Then you start banging on the lid, hoping to unsettle the dirt upon the lid. But maybe, just maybe you think, if I do unsettle that dirt, somebody might notice and start digging their way down towards me. This is what it's like to feel at the lowest point of alcohol and drug addiction. You know you need help, you know you can't do it on your own, but you don't know where to turn for help. In reality, there are people standing by your grave. You just don't know that. You just think you're going to die. Usually, though, people don't think about death when they are abusing drugs and alcohol. In order to feed an addiction, you have to be great at repressing the fear of death. I often ask you, my audience, did it ever cross your mind while you're abusing drugs and alcohol that maybe you might overdose, take something away that God had given you called life, away from you and away from everyone else? But that is the more selfish part, is the everyone else, because when you abuse drugs and alcohol, you are taking away something from people that they love, care, and need. You're taking them away. You're taking yourself away from your husband, your wife, your mother, your father, your child, or your grandchildren. With this, let me leave one last thought. Don't be the person I'm reading about on these index cards that waited and waited until it was too late. Instead, be the person that reaches out and says, I've had enough and I need help. Call me at 844-405-HELP, and I promise I'll help you take your life back, for your life is gone. Folks, Larry Geis from the Geis Academy at 516-458-2741. Larry Geis and I always tell folks like you that it doesn't matter where you came from, it doesn't matter where you've been. What matters most is that you're here seeking help for a better today and a brighter tomorrow. You can go to www.odysseyconsultant.org. Larry Geis from the Geis Academy. Folks, I just want to, last night I went to bed. I put my slippers, instead of by the edge of the bed, I stuck them underneath. And when I got up this morning, I looked under my bed and I retrieved my slippers. And while I was on my knees, I thanked God for another beautiful day. I asked God for mercy and forgiveness. I said to God, please help me through another day. I thank you for a home, a car, a family, and food. This is what you should do, if you can, each and every day. At night, put your slippers under your bed. In the morning, retrieve them and say a prayer. Then put your slippers on and walk with God. Walk with God 24/7. Now, if you go outside, of course you're not going to wear your slippers. Put your sneakers on, but there's still you going into them, and you're still walking with God. And where you want to do that 24/7 is to walk with God. Take your slippers off at night, stick them under your bed. In the morning, get on your knees, retrieve those slippers, and when you're on your knees, what you can do is thank God for another beautiful day. Folks, today's topic is 10 things to cheer you up, whether you have the winter blues or suffering from disappointment or just feeling a little down. We all have times when you could use a little lift. Well, here are 10 ideas to get you back on the upswing. Number 1 is plan for some fun. Get your calendar next to do a search for things to do in your area. Local newspapers usually have a What's Going On section. Pick your favorite 5 to 10 things out of that, and remember that things you choose don't have to be big events. What they should include is fun things. It can be simple as taking a long drive in the country or going for a walk at the beach. Write them onto your calendar. Invite someone to join you, and for others to also meet you there. Number 2, express your creativity. Do some painting, decorate your house with flowers, do a papier-mâché project with the children, pick up a guitar and start practicing guitar, and maybe even write a song. It doesn't even have to be a great song. Practice juggling. It's not an easy thing to do. Make a funny photo album with those old photos you've got in boxes by adding quirky captions above each picture. Learn how to play the harmonica. Write and illustrate a mini book or a comic book. Do a blog, do videos like I do. Maybe pick your favorite movie, get a friend to act out one of the scenes while you are videotaping it. It doesn't have to be anything terrific. It doesn't have to be anything good. Just doing these things will make you feel good. And if you keep doing them, you'll naturally get better. Remember my first video 2.5 years ago was a train wreck. They are getting better. Number 3, get outside. Fresh air does wonders for your body, your spirit, and your soul. If you can go to the park or a place in nature, even better. Here are some things you could do. Go for a walk, fly a kite, plant some vegetables, or even flowers, roller skate, ride a bike, or go on treasure hunt to find things that you can use for maybe an art project with the grandchildren or even your children. Number 4, let music take you higher than you ever thought you can get, even higher than drugs and alcohol ever got you. Turn on your favorite music and sing. Sing out loud. Pull down the shades and dance. Dance like there's no rhyme or rhythm to it. Rent a video on belly dancing. If you're in a car, you can still move a little bit to the music. Go for it, but just pay attention to the roads. What do you care if what other people might think? You're having a good time. Have fun with it. Sing, dance, play an instrument, practice your favorite song, and then go to a karaoke and let the world hear your talent. Number 5, walk a dog. If you don't have your own dog, offer to walk the neighbor's dog. Maybe you have an elder neighbor that needs help walking the dog. Offer to do it. Or even better, sign up at a local MSPCA to walk the pooches who have no love and no one to love them. What a nice way to make a difference. And maybe you should even adopt an animal. If you want to do walks, a dog would be better. Number 6, volunteer. There are so many ways to help others. Here are a few ways. Feed people. Volunteer at a food kitchen or make your own homemade batch of food and share it with people who could use it. Shut-ins, elderly, new mothers, someone who works too much, etc. Help people. Volunteer with the Salvation Army, the Red Cross, Meals on Wheels. Mentor. Check out Big Brothers, Big Sisters. Check out mentoring.org or SCORE, mentoring small business startups. Number 7, a change will do you good, I promise you. Get some order in your house. Change your furniture around. Change your decorations. Change your scenery. Or maybe go minimalist for a change. Clear out the clutter that's in your attic, in your basement, maybe even in your cupboards. Doesn't matter where you start. Just pick a place in your home that's been bugging you and attack it. Then sell, throw, or give away stuff you don't need. You will feel great afterward, and you will have made a dent in making a living space more peaceful and more room. And maybe it will give you the inspiration to tackle another area tomorrow. Number 8, plan a party. There doesn't need to be a good reason other than it's time for some fun. Start with a small idea and build around it. Maybe you can get inspired by a theme, certain foods, or your favorite music to get the ball rolling. Then think about who you would like to invite. Could be neighbors, friends, family. When and where you will have this party. Will you cook or hire caterers or make it a potluck? A meal or a finger food you might want to figure out. Will there be dancing, contests, games, or other fun like costumes? Maybe it will be low-key with some jazz music, wine and cheese, or maybe it will be Hawaiian luau. Or maybe even if you have a lot of single friends, you can have a white elephant party. Call a friend for help with the logistics. Number 9, personal spa and relaxation. Include as many of these ideas as you would like or have time for. Get a massage, pedicure, and haircut. Take a bubble bath with candles, music, and champagne. Give yourself an egg white or mud mask facial. Line up 2 to 3 movies to watch in bed while eating your favorite delights. Ice cream, chocolate, whipped cream, jello, popcorn, finger food hors d'oeuvres, and many more. What else would you include to pamper yourself? Number 10, reach out. Connect with friends and family. When was the last time you wrote and mailed an actual letter to a family member? Maybe even a grandmother or grandfather or somebody you haven't spoken to in a long time. Why not do it today? Or how about making some homemade postcards with materials you have lying around? cut out some pictures from magazines, or maybe from your photo collection that when you were cleaning the clutter in your house you came across, or maybe even create a mini collage. Maybe just call one old friend from college or high school that you haven't talked to forever. Or maybe you could go visit a neighbor who might need some cheering up. The elderly neighbors. Bring some cookies with you. Folks, these were the 10 things that you could do to cheer up and start off your brand new summer. Summer just started for all of us, so these are the things that you could do. Plan some fun, folks. Planning fun could be anything. It could be going out, could go to the amusement parks, it could be so many things, but just plan some fun. It's always fun to do fun things. Express your creativity. Do some painting. Maybe take up a new guitar lessons. Maybe do some gardening. But express your creativity through these hands. God gave you these hands, and that's to utilize them to create new things. Get outside. Enjoy the sun. Enjoy the scenery. Enjoy the beaches. These are all God's creations. Enjoy the smell of the flowers that God had given you. Let music take you to a high that you've never been before. Practice piano, practice guitar, take up all these new things, but take your music to a whole new high. Walk a dog. Even if you don't have a dog, maybe adopt a dog, or go to your local shelter and walk for them. Volunteer in so many different places you can volunteer. You can feed people, volunteer in soup kitchens, You can help people, volunteer with Salvation Army, Red Cross, or even Meals on Wheels. Mentor, go to the Big Sisters, Big Brothers, the YMCAs. Change will do you good, I promise you. When you start changing, all these things will make you feel better and do better in life. It all starts with you. It all starts today. Plan a party. Get people together into your home, or maybe even rent out a hall. Plan a party. Enjoy the party. Try not to serve alcohol at the party, and try to see about having a good time. Hawaiian luau's are always fun in the summer. Try it. Personal spa and relaxation day. Include as many of these ideas as you would like to take. Get a massage, a pedicure, and a haircut. Take a bubble bath and candles, music, and champagne. Give yourself a facial masking. And then reach out. Connect with friends that you haven't spoken to in years. Connect with college friends, high school friends. Connect with family members that you have not spoken to in many, many years. But these are all different ways for you to start having a great time and a jump start for the summer. And remember to use kneel mail. What is kneel mail? It's when you're on your knees talking to the Lord Jesus Christ. Put your slippers under the bed at night. Retrieve them in the morning while you're on your knees. Thank God for a beautiful day. Thank God for a beautiful life. Thank God for your health, your home, your food. The list can go forever. But thank God each and every day. Send Him a kneel message. And when I say kneel, I spell it Kneel. Kneel message. Start today. Reach for God. Enjoy your summer. And I hope to see you real soon. And may God bless each and every one of you.